It's interesting that you say you need to earn people, not money. I know a lot of people here, the listeners, are like aspiring leaders. They are either like tech leads or maybe even like head of engineering in their companies. How would you say some of the practical things that these aspiring leaders should do in order to earn people?
I can tell you what, again, I can't offer any advice, but I can tell you what worked for me. So one of the things which work for me is that if you are working with people, actually, they are not working for you. You are working for them and they are working with you. So that is one thing. So it's a very small tangent, but it makes a lot of difference in the way you approach. Once you believe that you're working for people, that means when they encounter the problem, go sit next to them. One of my basic instinct is that if I am on floor and somebody got issues, I'll just go sit with them and work with the problem on with them. And if you're in trenches, you have to be in trenches with them. So that is one thing which has worked a lot. Second thing I think for everybody is walk the talk. See, I don't know whether I'm a good leader or bad leader, whether I'm a leader at all or not. But one of the things which I realized that if you have to work with people, you can't just sit and keep giving them instructions. I know what I'm saying is pretty controversial, but a lot of technical leaders do a lot of code reviews. And I kind of like it to the extent, but I don't like it a lot because somebody worked very hard for 1 or 2 days. And then you did a code review and you put some 5 comments and just told them what to do. I would actually go ahead and spend 30 minutes with them and walk them through the code and work with them. I see a lot of people do that, but a lot of leaders don't do that. And I think that is one way to earn people is by working for them and let them work with you. So that is one thing. Second thing is that you need to figure out, and we all know that deadlines are deadlines and they can be sacrosanct, but you can either optimize for scope or optimize for time. You can't optimize for both. Lot of time we don't put this sense around where we are trying to optimize for both time and scope, and working with people and understanding what they are going through. If you go through their journey, having discussed their problems, if you bring all of them together, product, QA, UI, UX, mobile developer, front end, back end, if you bring all of them together and hear them out and then put an inclusive plan, then at that point of time you will know what are you optimizing for. Either you optimize for time, so you say, guys, we need to deliver something on 31st of March. Perfectly fine. We need to deliver these many features. Then figure out what is possible. People need to understand these two sides of coin. Lot of times we are not that inclusive. Once you are inclusive and bring people into the decision, then they own the decision. You don't own the decision. They also own the decision. And once somebody owns a decision, if it feels like their own decision, they will do it. So that is second thing. You have to be very, very inclusive. Third, I think one of the things which work for me is I always look for what is the strength of somebody. We are complementing strength. Somebody is very good at articulating things. Somebody is very good at logic. Somebody is very good at like designing things. Not all fingers are same. So we need to understand what people are good at, and whether you have thumb which is smaller than your index finger, it is still very important part of your hand. And people need to understand that. Sometimes they judge people with the same kind of measurement or same kind of metrics, and that does not work very well. And fourth thing, when you are trying to hire people, till like 2017 or even late 2018, I used to interview almost everybody at Gojek. After that, it was just humanly impossible because there are so many teams, right? But it is very important for you to go meet a person who would be future part of your organization. So I would actually do a call with everybody and ask them what is going on. Also, when you're hiring somebody, look for the reasons to hire. The filtration criteria should be reasons to hire. Like, what does he know which can be useful for us? Then look for how curious somebody is. Then look for how good they are at their art or skill. And then you should make a decision on hiring. A lot of time people actually interview as if they want to eliminate somebody from the round. And that is not the right approach. So I think those are the four things. And actually all those four things kind of lead to earning people. And then all those four kind of things actually lead to optimize for people, which results into everything else.